What is up, Earthnoids and Spacenoids? I am just a simple new type, and in this video we continue our coverage of the Delaz conflict in Mobile Suit Gundam 0083 Rebellion. Last time, Delaz declared war against the Federation. Ko went up against Chima in the full burning Zephyranthes. The team went to the moon where Ko met Kelly Leisner, who is fixing the Valwalo for Chima. This time, Unit 1 and Unit 4 will go up against each other in a mock battle, but it will quickly be interrupted by Gato and Kelly in the Valwalo. So let's get into this. He wonders why Ko is so determined to help finish this mobile suit. He tells Kelly that he simply doesn't want to finish what he started. Kelly says that the Valwalo was abandoned during its production, and he says that he and the mobile suits are both incomplete. Lautera wants him to live the simple life as a junker, but he has a calling to be a pilot. He felt the fear of death when he lost his arm, but he tells Ko that his anger was what kept him going. He believes that it is up to the soldier to fulfill their duties with the power they are given. He is greatly driven by the ideals that motivate him. Ko mentions this is similar to what Gato once said. Kelly enjoys him being talkative, but reminds him that after they are finished here, they will become enemies on the battlefield. Tanya talks to Karina about the involvement of AE and the Gundam development project. Specifically, she is curious why Anaheim Electronics continued with Unit 4 after the project was cancelled. She wonders if this is because of some feud she has with Nina. She tells Tanya that the Anaheim girls are bred to create mobile suits from scratch. Tomorrow's test is more of a test of how far she has grown. Nina's mind is focused on Gato, but she really needs to be focusing on the mock battle tomorrow. At the bar, Chima's men allow Claire to approach her. She has been searching for her for a while and wants to join her forces. She explains how she was an instructor at the academy back in the day and always wanted to be on her team since then. Chima brushes her off and says that she has no use for a pipsqueak with braids. Claire takes out a knife and cuts her braids off to show Chima how serious she is. Perhaps Chima can find a use for her. After a day of nonstop work, Kelly and Ko are able to get the Valwalo up and running. He salutes Kelly and takes his leave. He tells him that he has lit a fire inside him. Back at the Albion, everyone is concerned that Ko has yet to show up. The mock battle is scheduled soon and no one still knows where he is. While the Albion engineers bicker, Karina and her test pilot are prepping the GP04. The RX-78GP04G Gundam Gerbera is one of the mobile suits designed for the Gundam development project and is designed for high-speed assault. It has 3 stern boosters on its back. This allows it to fly to the battlefield at fast speeds. It was cancelled due to its design features overlapping with Unit 1, but Karina resurrected it. Weapons include an eye-field beam saber, a modified version of GP01's long-range rifle, which also has a beam jute and a custom shield. This can also be equipped with the BOA XBR M8205H beam rifle and GP01 shield. A certain clone will go on to pilot this and try to protect it from Chima. I should probably cover this UC Engage arc. Mora wants to call Keith the pilot, but Nina decides she will pilot it. However, Ko finally makes his appearance. The girls yell at him for being late. Everyone notices that he is relatively calm and happy. He didn't even have to have sex with Nina. He was able to metaphorically get off after fixing a mobile armor. He doesn't have a cigarette in his mouth, but he has the aura of someone that has a cigarette in his mouth. Ko launches in Unit 1. Kelly is prepared to pilot the mobile armor, but Chima's underling Colt gives him money and tells him that he will be piloting the Valwalo. It's the same dude from the OVA. Apparently, he was a B-Gro pilot during the 1-year war, but I don't remember there ever being mention of this guy's past. He'll be dead in a second anyways. Colt laughs and says, "You really think we would rely on a one-armed guy?" Kelly goes in to attack Colt, barely missing the gunshot. I mean, he missed the gunshot, but he's going to not be able to hear out of that ear for a very long time. He headbutts and kills Colt. Lautera walks in. Kelly gives her the money and tells her to live her life and forget about him, but she says she can't while holding her stomach. Oshi Prego! Kelly launches, and the Valwalo leaving his former life behind him. "You knew that I love Gato, this was only a fling! Peace!" The mock battle begins. Ko is relatively calm. Karina mentions that both Unit 1 and Unit 4 are both high-mobility general-purpose mobile suits, but their approaches are different. Unit 1 uses the flexible booster pods, while Unit 4 uses stern boosters. Booster pods are superior only if the pilot is superior. It puts a lot of the burden on the pilot, whereas Unit 4, it can be used for more general-purpose pilots. Ko is calm and collected because he has now experienced real battle, and this is just a mock battle. This allows him to get the upper hand on Unit 4. They notice something coming out of one of the gates. It is the Valwalo. Chima contacts Kelly and asks what happened to Colt. He says it was an accident and will go to trial for his actions. but he wants to prove himself in the moment. She says if you want to prove yourself so badly, then attack Von Braun now. There are 2 Gundams running exercises. She tells him to go and handle them. Gato promised Kelly that once the time came where they would rise up again, he would come back for him. It seems Gato didn't uphold his promise. They get word of the mobile armor and halt the mock battle. Ko is informed of the red mobile armor and instantly knows who it is. Ko goes, "It really is you," and he flashes back to all the good times he had 12 pages ago. Even in real time, it has only been like 4 to 8 hours. Not enough time has passed to reminisce. Kelly begins attacking. The random test pilot in the Gerbera is freaking out because this just became a real battle. Ko tells him that he should be thinking about Lao Terra and not piloting anymore. He too reminds Kelly that Gato isn't here. Ko knocks the Valwallo down to the lunar surface. A Salamis from the Von Braun forces comes to their location when suddenly it is attacked. Kelly hears Gato's voice. He has come for him. Aw, best buddies. He is in a decked out GP02. This seems to integrate both elements of the MLRS type and the bazooka type variants of GP02. Check out our recent episode of Gundam Katana, which explains the MLRS variant. Unit 1 and Unit 2 begin fighting. Chima lets Gato handle the mobile armor as she has a new interest. Chima's test for Clara was to steal the Gerbera. She takes one of the test pilots and sets off an explosion to make it seem like the mobile suit was destroyed. Von Braun sends out Jim's space command types. Ko asks to borrow a rifle. The Jim pilot wonders who he is, but before he could think any further, the Jim is destroyed and his rifle conveniently flies towards Ko. Ooh, free rifle. A Columbus class comes in to support the downed Salamis. It launches a ground assault type gun tank. We talked in depth about this gun tank during our coverage of Igloo the Gravity Front. However, this lunar variant is drastically modified. It has a 3-tube missile launcher typically found on the gun tank 2. On top of the unit is the double cannon found on ball type Ks. It also has a gem shield on each side. All these changes essentially turn this gun tank into the G-Bull. Gato thinks that the Federation's response to this attack is sending in a tank truly shows the Federation's incompetence. He instantly slices the gun tank in half. They attack the Anaheim Electronics facility. Zeon secures the Valwallo. Ko tells Gato that he should have just let Kelly live his life. He is mad that he is dragging him back into war. The girls are okay, but the facility seems to be on fire. They tell Ko not to chase Unit 2. He goes to link up with the Albion. The Albion leaves the moon without any real mission plan. Nina isn't on board the ship. Tanya wonders why she didn't go. Usually she is very adamant about monitoring all things Unit 1, but now she is leaving it in the hands of Mora. She wonders why Tanya isn't on the ship either. Her mission is to investigate the Gundam development project. She is going to look into Unit 4. Of course, she doesn't believe that it simply blew up during the attack. She wants to confirm the wreckage for herself. Before the two depart, Tanya tells Nina that O'Sullivan is a really corrupt guy and it's possible that he may be helping the Delaz conflict. Meanwhile, O'Sullivan is working to change the appearance of Unit 1 so Clara can return it to Chima. The Albion crew are now back in the Shoal Zone. They don't have enough manpower for this chase. Of course, we will learn that this is all to set up Cohen and the Gundam development project to fail. Right now, they are operating under Luna 2's 2nd Garrison under Commander Wyatt. This is due to a joint operation due to the upcoming naval review. Since they are a new ship, they should be a part of the review, but something does seem off. Suddenly, Keith picks up 2 giant objects. He and Moncha go to investigate, but it is just 2 colonies. These colonies are being moved as part of the colony reclamation project. They are being moved to Side 3. Keith never realized just how big the colonies are. Chima returns to his ship and she seems somber. Coxwell asks if she got in touch with Commander Gail Hunt, the lone survivor of the Granada Marine Amphibious Unit. He never ended up showing up to their meeting, but Chima saw on the news that he was captured and sentenced to death. We flash back to December 31st, UC-0079. Chima and her fleet are fighting alongside Gale for their life. They all go rushing in, assuming they will die in battle. She says that living in this world is like gambling with dice, a quote Gale used to say. The Albion crew stumbles across a Birmingham-class ship and Admiral Wyatt's fleet. The new Birmingham ship seems to be another instance of EFF pride and bureaucratic nonsense. It is bigger than a Magellan-class ship, but for some reason EFF didn't build them with mobile suits in mind, so there's no hangar. This is a major oversight to have something this short-sighted built post-1-year war. Luckily, this will be EFF's last vessel centered around the big gun concept, and it certainly does have some big guns. It has a twin megaparticle cannon, 2 extra megaparticle cannons, a twin laser cannon, and a missile launcher. Alpha is mad that this giant-ass fleet can't afford to help them find Unit 2. All they send to help them is a measly Columbus-class ship. On board is a squad of pilots on loan to the Albion. Later, the boys check out the new pilots, and they notice one scarred on the face. This man goes by Ensign Cloud Kurtz, but he says that living in this world is like gambling with dice. This is Gale in disguise. He looks up at the Gundam. And that will do it for this episode. The manga is exploring a bromance between Kelly and Gato, which gives Kelly more motivation to go back to Zeon. 2 drunk EFF soldiers did the rest. We also get more setup to how the Gerbera Tetra came to be. Next time, Nina will talk to Lautera. We will see more of her and Gato's past, and she will finally confront him in the present. But that will do it for now, new types. Remember, don't be like Kelly and knock him up and leave him hanging. Although that is a good way to create more Zeon remnants. Peace.